Hello, everybody, and welcome to Technogate 1999, Mage the Ascension. We are playing episode. This is actually needs to be changed here. Sorry. We are on episode 5, racing or Autochthonia Proto race. This is part 4 of this little mini arc that we have kind of going here. Um, so last where we kind of left off our players here were we had Robert was kidnapped recently, and players kind of went through a little thing which they're going to have to explain because the player for that was not present, and his character is just waking up, and he knows just about as much as his uh, character knows at this point. So we'll just kind of get everything all kind of started off here. Um, let's go ahead and just do a little round of introductions here. So we've got Phaedra Bennett, who is our. I'm sorry. What faction are you from?
Progenitor.
Progenitor. That's the one that we're fighting, or well, not fighting, but having problems with at this. So yeah, Phaedra, go ahead and tell me a little bit about your character, what you look like, and a little background on you.
Phaedra is a 27-year-old black female, Vegas. She's freshly new to the technocracy in general. It's been like a year since she's been with this group? Not even?
Yeah, a little bit under that.
Yeah. She joined to hunt down this person called Muddin, who murdered her mother growing up. And that's pretty much it.
All right, and let's go ahead and move on to Malakai. Malakai is our more soldier type kind of individual who is a little bit better at combat and works for the Void Engineers. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your character, Malakai.
Yeah, he's 6 foot tall, kind of shaggy hair, fit because he does all the muscle things. Likes to tinker. Grew up in a military family. Made some friends of some reality and deviants, which caught him in a bit of hot water with the Technocracy. Ended up getting kind of side promoted to the point where he's now running security-ish, helping to protect the civilian group of TG-42.
Awesome. And then we also have Robert, who is more into the mind magics of things. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your character, Robert.
Kind of the periphery of the technocracy, helping out people who had seen some things that had broken them a little bit, that kind of thing, but never really got led into the bigger picture until he got thrown in with this Technogate team. Kind of blew his mind a little bit, but he's been enjoying the ride since then, I think. Just kind of your average guy, wears a suit and tie, carries around a big briefcase, wears glasses, but really pretty nondescript. Wouldn't notice him in a crowd type thing. But apparently, he also likes to spend a little time or entire sessions unconscious, which I'm excited to learn about.
And then last but not least, we have on the road currently is playing from the road currently is Tycho. Tycho Vance. Tycho, tell us a little bit about your character.
So Tycho grew up at the Construct here in Madison. His mother worked in the R&D department, and his dad was the legendary adventurer Brock Samsonite. Wait, shit, I'm getting the name wrong again.
Buck Samsonite.
Is it Brock Samsonite?
It's Buck Samsonite.
Yeah. Buck Sam. God damn it. I'm not in front of a computer. I'm in front of a road. So I grew up in the construct, and then around the age of 20, ran off with some werewolves into the Umbra for a few years. Then when he came back, they took pity on him and put him on a Technogate team and tried to kill him a bunch of times. And now we're here. He's a white man, 25 years old.
Awesome. Yep. And so these four individuals comprise Technogate Team 42. Technogate is a facility, a construct in Madison that has a crazy black hole gate that kind of allows them to access all different points throughout the universe, we'll say, and the multiverse. Other realities and other things, the Umbra, quote unquote. So we kind of last left off, and I'm gonna kind of let you guys kind of fill up a little bit more after this, but the basic of where you guys are at right now is you guys kind of got back from saving Robert. He's just about to wake up. You guys are back in the hotel room. You've dropped and deposited all the things that you wanted to onto the ship before getting back here. And you're kind of, from my understanding, is that you guys are kind of playing it cool and you're not going to report really anything that kind of happened. If there's anything deviant from that, go ahead and let me know. But I'll kind of open it up to you guys to kind of let Robert know what just happened.
I feel an important point of order. I thought we were going to do the whole authorities thing. We were going to take our samples and then we were going to do, hey, here's a progenitor that was not being, I thought we were going to like submit documents to the board,
I could have been wrong on that. So is that what we're doing? Is everybody in agreement? If there's discussion on that, we can go into in character on that. If you guys are all in agreement, then we'll just kind of move forward and then get Robert up to speed.
Yeah. Phaedra, where are you at? How do you like?
Yeah, I thought we were going to submit papers to the board and then also anybody else important.
So that you guys are willing to give up the vampire that you have, then?
That was
Yeah,
gonna be a question.
Yeah, no. That was, yeah, I forgot. No. We're keeping the vampire. I think
all right, so what I think what we'll do then is we'll move this to an in-character discussion then, because we'll be having Robert just waking up at this time, so we'll explain to Robert, and then we've left it at this point that you guys have the vampire on your ship, and you're trying to decide on what to do.
You have next. A vampire?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I just hear someone say something about a vampire?
No, you just had an ordeal. How are you feeling, man?
What the hell is going on?
So,
Phaedra, what did you do to me?
I didn't do anything. If anything, I helped. You're welcome. You were this close to being, I guess, a guinea pig to see whether or not you can make a human strictly a vampire without all the residue or resonance.
No, it was to do with all the vicissitude, unless that's
vicissitude. Yeah.
It was to cleanse the vicissitude out of a vampire, basically, and put it into him.
Who the hell was trying to do that?
Old man Darkin? No. Dixon. Old man Dixon.
Is he dead?
Progenitor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. At least that was the right answer. Close enough, at least.
Who are you referring to?
We could say he was killed, at least. Yeah, definitely. Can at least say that much.
Okay, you're gonna have to catch me up here.
Okay.
Well, do you
Phaedra?
remember when we went to that? You remember when we went to their hotel room last night?
Yeah, and then I remember going to bed and being nice and comfortable.
Yeah. Well, shortly after that, they kidnapped you.
Yeah, they kidnapped you in the night while you were sleeping. Probably drugged you with something good.
Not a game. Was I sharing a room with anybody?
No, we were doing stuff at the time.
What's your name? Probably sleeping next to you.
Oh, there is another character that's passed out here as well, which is Tanya or what was her
Yeah.
name?
Yep.
Tanya.
Yep.
Is that the truth serum chick?
Yep.
Yes, she's currently sleeping next to you. So we were gonna talk to you about that. We're getting there.
Yeah, continue.
So Tanya bangs on our door, and because she was still, I'm not sure whether she was just completely fed up at that point or she was still up under the serum. She let us know that Dixon took you and helped us find you.
A nice girl, I guess.
Eh,
I mean, she did admit to helping kill dude's wife, basically.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
and if she was under the truth serum and didn't want to be, she could have tried her damnedest to avoid us altogether, which she didn't do. So things are like, she's,
So she
She
earned the
helped us
reward
find
of
you.
just having her memories wiped instead of lobotomized.
Yeah, that was, yes, all of those things
Seems
are.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So we killed A. Dixon.
Hey, Dixon.
Well, I mean, he's a progenitor. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, fair.
And
Well, we
stumbled
should tell
upon
him. We should tell him where we went, right?
Sure.
Do that. Well, anyway, so we had to chase him in my ghost car down into the planet, and there's this like cavern down there, and he's got like this Victorian house, this old big Victorian mansion inside a bubble of glass, and we had to crash through it and get into the Victorian mansion, and then he's got like this crazy lab, and that's where we found you. I think there were a bunch of tubes hooking you up to a vampire. Is that right?
That is correct.
He probably doesn't need to know about all of the tubes hooked up to him at this point.
Did you just
There
say
were
I
so
had
many
tubes
tubes.
connecting me to a vampire?
Like a million tubes.
Like, it hadn't been turned on yet. No fluids were transferred.
We're 100% on that.
It was a clear tube.
We're like 98% on that. 96.
Those are some very good odds.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I could take a scan of you now if you
Yeah,
want me to.
Compare it to yesterday, see if he's been modified.
Oh, and we almost fought these flesh monsters. And then we
True.
did fight Dix. We fought Dixon, who turned into that flesh monster again. And I think
Giant, the
Phaedra,
giant flesh
Phaedra-
monster thing?
yeah,
So,
and Phaedra turned into a flesh monster too.
Did you drink this stuff?
I drank my stuff.
Oh. How'd that go?
So, listen. We're gonna probably have to wrap this race up pretty soon so I can go home and research because I'm not gonna say that I'm tainted because I don't believe I am. But a quick scan of myself never hurts, you know?
Okay, and the vampire, are we getting there?
Oh yes. So we killed Dixon, ransacked his lab for data, found evidence about what was his name? Bob?
Jimbo?
Jimbo.
Bob?
Yep,
Jimbo?
Jim Bob. We found evidence about his wife, which he should be completely satisfied with. I mean, he was, in the process of saying screw it and blowing up himself and everyone else. That should satisfy him. I want the vampire that we found for research. So I'm leaning towards we don't tell anybody about what happened, period.
I think we have to tell enough to get Jimbo's wife's info out there.
No. We can just tell Jimbo everything's good.
Yeah, Jimbo's already in jail.
Yeah. All we did
already
was
in
we
jail.
promised him that we would take care of the problem.
You're right.
And we
It's
did.
we need to contact Jimbo and let him know, and let him sleep a little easier. Knowing that
we could just wait till we find a way to get him out. I don't want anyone anywhere being able to listen to us say the words that we did anything.
Yeah.
Now,
Vampire.
the only thing
Send him
that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we could just send him a quick little subtle, hey, hope everything's doing well in there. We doing everything we can on our end.
I think, be a little bit more subtle. Be like, we finally finished that pie that we went to the restaurant for.
You know that pie you told us about at that restaurant? We finally tried it. It was fantastic. You wish you could have been there.
Definitely
We did
killed
the full
that
thing.
pie.
We killed that thing.
Yeah, just complete. Yep. It was
not suspicious at all.
Said it would be.
Yeah, maybe not use that word. They probably, screen letters for certain trigger words. Kill might be one of them.
My bosses and them do it all the time, and all you gotta do is just say no quid pro quo. You're good.
That sounds good. That'll get him some peace, and then we can do this race and then figure out a way to make sure this vampire is secured.
Yeah, the biggest problem that we have to deal with right now is Tanya. We gotta
how are we securing this vampire? That seems like a bigger problem to me. Do you guys know something I don't? But is it my understanding?
Like he's not getting up anytime soon.
Yeah, it's a long term. Once we start dealing with him,
factored in the fact that it's a vampire and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so there was heavy discussion at the end of the last time about whether we just make her into, basically remove all of her thinking portions of her brain, or we do it a bit more skillfully and just remove certain memories. But to do that, we needed you to wake up. So, do you wanna get to work?
That's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, but
I would just say the easiest solution would be to make it where all she remembers is that she went to sleep last night. She never remembered us talking to her or that whole fiasco of rescuing you. She went into her room. She hung out with whoever the fuck's the part of that group. And she went to sleep.
We're talking Tanya?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, we should probably make sure she's not secretly listening. Oh wait, I don't say that. I go and check.
You check her over, and she's pretty obvious that she's completely out at this point.
Okay,
that is, she's alive, but she's definitely knocked out cold. She's
Yep.
maybe of a little bit of a coma ish, but not like she'll wake up.
I
So
I
you want
stand-
me to just go in and just like wipe her memory back to
Yeah, just like yesterday.
yesterday?
Because then
Yeah.
we'd have to sneak her back into the room, and everyone in that room probably knows that she's been gone. Just say she went out partying with us last night.
I mean, now I don't know where you sit on this, but she is sleeping in your room right now. You could potentially just make it seem like you guys had a evening together, and then just were too drunk, so you slept in the same bed, and you got up first. Tossing it out there.
I mean,
Or like she just slept in that room and nobody else slept in that room.
Oh, that's true. That could be that. So that's
That
Yep, that's fine. Well, it also covers the whole why she was hanging out with us, though.
yeah. Keep the part where we hung out
Yeah.
with her, and then just give her fun memories of us clubbing.
I mean, that's hard to do. To just plant
help.
false memories.
See, this is why I was just like, fuck it, just lobotomize her, and then it'd be good.
Well, it sounds like that might end up being a thing that we have to do. Like that might end up being our only option.
Right.
But so besides creating false memories, what's like a step down from that in terms of difficulty?
Oh. I mean, so just to level set real quick here. This chick was like an active part of that lady's death, correct?
She was probably an assistant.
Well, she was nonchalant about it. She definitely didn't consider. She didn't. She didn't. Her death did not weigh on her at all. Whatever role she had in it. The way she talked at the party. You know, she was complaining about how she was like a hanger-on.
We're just trying to think of how flexible I can be with my morals here.
I thought she indicated that she was under the truth serums. She said she was uncomfortable with how they used that woman as a guinea pig.
I'm sure that we're remembering different components or different parts of the same conversation. That and then she did.
I think she was probably
directly
more
help us save
concerned
you.
that they were going against protocol versus the person themselves.
I mean, that's all I can truly fault her for, right? like, or fault them for is, going against protocol.
Right. If you're going to test out human people,
You got to do it the right way.
it's going to be sanctioned.
Yeah.
Rules are there for a reason.
Yeah.
So that kind of shit doesn't happen.
Yeah. And she did go along with them in
Yep.
breaking those rules. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, can we just wipe her memory and get to the racetrack?
Yep. I think that's
Yeah,
a
we
great
could-
idea. I think we
go.
wipe her memory, dump her in the hallway, and let her wake up.
Yeah, I was going to
Sweet.
say we can actually just we can imprint new memories just the old-fashioned way, where we just tell her what she did while she was blackout drunk. This is what happened.
We could find her in the hall. Tanya?
You're still here? Wow. Yeah.
Your team must be looking everywhere for you.
Who's good at lying, though? We need to have our best face forward on this.
I,
I'm pretty sure my manipulation is shit, but the other two are okay.
I'm pretty decent.
But yeah, I think we just do that, and she's a progenitor. She's probably gonna go and drink something that fixes it.
If we keep debating this, I'm going to do something much darker.
I don't know if you can be darker than what I'm thinking of.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, maybe
Well,
you
what
guys
are you
thinking of
thinking
the same. Yeah, maybe you're thinking the same thing.
Lobotomy.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
Oh,
as
I
terrible
was
as it is, As
I was
terrible
gonna
as
give her
this
some of that
save
vampire
is,
juice.
yeah.
Throw her out a window.
See, and I was thinking something similar, but I'm thinking more just like, in order to really guarantee that this actually works, I don't even know if we could say a lobotomy would work. Like, is it possible for her to just regrow this? Do we have any way out of this besides her just disappearing?
All right.
Just wipe
just
her
to
memory
That
and
was the
throw her
case.
in the
Why the hell did
hallway.
we drive her all the way back? Could have just shoved her out of the car.
just to slow down the murder train here, I would like to point out if she had decided to fulfill her directives as instructed, I mean, if she didn't help us, we got to you
True.
when you're already hooked up to
I
the
owe her
machine and
my
she's in the
life.
room.
I know.
He's ready to go. And like if she would have distracted us, even if the distraction was realized shortly that it was a distraction and then we started looking for you, you would have been it would have been so late.
All I
that-
can tell you is if you want me to try making up some story about how me and this beautiful woman ended up together last night, I am not going to do a good job.
That's fine.
Just
Yeah.
wipe
Sniper
it.
King,
Just wipe it.
if you can completely delete all of the neurons in that area, just destroy them.
Sounds
Okay.
more
That'd be
like I might need help from you then. I was thinking
I got primed to help, but I had an interesting thought. What if we wipe her memory and then we put her in your lab so we can both keep an
wrong with
eye on
you?
her and
No,
she can do, I mean, she's good at her job, right? She did some amazing things with this guy, although extremely dark and kind of twisted in that way. The science, as far as we know, is it's there. And she wouldn't have any idea about her previous experience. She would just kind of be really good at doing the thing. And that way we can keep an eye on her so she doesn't like get healed and learn what she did or what we did.
doesn't she have to go race? What's going on with that part of this? Like if the progenitors
the
don't show up to
Technocracy.
race.
The Technocracy has an HR department. She's on a payroll. Somebody's going to ask questions. Just wipe her memory and throw her in the hallway. Or I'm going to shoot her in the head and throw her out the window.
Also,
Yeah.
we're kind of fucked with Dixon. Unless he
She's in like her most vulnerable state right now, so I can try to get like, if I don't know, Phaedra, can you kind of whip something up that might just kind of like take a little off the top in terms of just.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm gonna try to zone in and isolate.
And I'm gonna just try to get some like subliminal messaging going on and kind of pump her full of all the right chemicals with some help, maybe Phaedra.
Yep.
To make her susceptible. And I'll work on the mind part of tricking her and kind of ignoring the last. How long would it be?
About a day.
No, it's only been probably 3 hours.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah,
3 hours. Yeah.
not even that long.
Okay.
We could just like heavily dose her with something, and she might just have natural amnesia from the last 3 hours.
That might work.
So there's one option we haven't considered yet, and that is that if she says anything about this whole thing, she is implicating herself.
Even better reason. Yeah.
I mean, I do like the security of wiping her memory, but I kind of also like the idea of just having the conversation of you're going to be more fucked than we ever would be. And so really we're doing you a favor by not talking about
I'm
this.
gonna look at my lie detector. We're gonna wake her up. We're gonna see how she feels about all this. And if she gives the smallest inkling of not being on board, we're wiping her friggin' memory and giving her a bunch of drugs and leaving her in the hallway.
All right.
Does that sound good?
Is
Yes,
that what
thank
we're
you
doing?
for giving her a
Yeah,
chance.
okay.
All
I
right,
feel
cool.
she earned the chance.
I'm gonna set up my syringes.
You want to jack her with some adrenaline?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, that could help to wake her up. I was thinking more of I need to get my cocktails ready for when she says no.
Hey,
And intimidation.
I like being prepared.
Yeah. Get my trank gun ready as well.
I've also got my weird little like sensory overload gun thing that kind of puts them into that like shocked state, like mental flashbang. So we could always just hit her with that. You could inject her. We could do what we gotta do. But
Yeah.
hopefully
you
she's just gonna be on board.
You guys can
Yeah.
wake her up without a problem. You guys, kind of get all set up. So you're in your hotel room right now. You've got some, level of privacy. So it's like a big giant living room area that you're in with multiple rooms that are off from that. So you guys are in the center living room area, and you've got her kind of, I'm guessing,
On a chair in the center of the room with a bright light in her face.
nice. All right, so you guys can easily wake her up, and when she wakes up, she's kind of groggy, looks around a little bit at first, and then kind of looks at all of you and is like, what happened? What's going on? Did did you save him?"
Step in front of her and I say, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions quick, Tanya.
Oh, okay. I see you're saved.
What? First of all, thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
That,
But what is your full name?
what is her full name? Tanya. I do have it actually. Tanya
Nice.
Gerald Presley.
Check the lie detector. Is she coming up baseline?
She's coming up baseline.
All right. And Tanya, I already lost my train of thought of what I was going to ask her for the second question. Shit. I was doing so well.
Question 2.
Slide I can't even come up with. Oh, good. This is a good sign. All right. Yeah, I asked her another baseline question. Then try to surprise her with the question of, Tanya, are you going to go tell anybody about this when you leave here?
She like looks at all of you and is like, "What? Tell what? What? Well, I mean, no." And it comes up that she's telling the truth, but it's kind of a little like she doesn't quite know what she's answering. So,
Tanya, do you remember everything that happened tonight?
I mean, I remember getting drunk when you came over, and I remember you asking a bunch of questions about the research that Dixon was doing, and when Dixon felt that he was discovered by you, he decided to try and cut his losses and kidnapped Robert to his secret lab. The last thing I remember is that we got to the mansion and we crashed into it, and I got knocked out. Um, I don't feel drunk anymore, and I don't feel so compelled to tell you the truth, which I find a little bit weird, which makes me feel like you drugged me at the party. But in any case,
I'm sorry, who's judging who about drugging people here?
no judgment. I'm just stating fact.
Yes, we gave you some truth serum.
Well, I don't know what happened after that, but are you telling me that you're not going to report me?
I
No.
looked around at everyone.
I mean, we investigated after we went upstairs, snuck Robert out, and that's when Dixon decided to cut all of his losses and destroy his lab. We didn't see him since. We didn't see any ties with you being involved with anything, so we're just gonna wipe this whole situation under the rug. We don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole.
You on board for that, Tanya?
Yes. Absolutely, and I can convince all of my companions to agree with that as well. Dixon was a piece of shit. Um, I'm not sad to see him go. We don't know exactly all that he was doing, but running with that guy has been extremely problematic. And if you got rid of that lab, or if that lab got blown up as well, thank God. There was some crazy, horrific shit happening there.
The lie detector?
Lie detector comes up clean.
I look at everybody else.
Yeah,
Is it-
we just act like nothing happened.
Has it been clean this whole time? Because she was saying some stuff earlier about what she remembered.
Yeah, I think that's everything seems to come up clean.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because when she was reciting what she remembered, if she remembered any more, it was leaving out. But
Well-
all right, yeah, I'm. Well, hey, let's get some coffee or some cupcakes. I don't know what you guys are into.
Dixon told, or not Dixon, Jim Bob told us about some good pie.
I'm down for coffee and some pie.
Well, let me go tell my team what's going on here and get this kind of fixed up there.
There's probably a little cleanup that needs to happen on that end.
And you know, we're gonna forfeit out of the race and have to come up with a reason why Dixon's gone missing. We'll file some reports and stuff, but I don't think that you'll have to be named in any of that.
Well, thank you again for saving my life.
Also, lab accidents are a thing.
Yeah, terrible, terrible thing.
Not a bad
Sorry.
idea.
Yep, sorry for your loss.
Especially labs that aren't supposed to exist. I doubt anyone wants to look too closely at that.
All right. Well, that's all. I'm still tired and beat the shit out of. I'm gonna go wrap things up and crash and get the hell out of here. Fucking done with this fucking planet.
Bye-bye.
All right. With that, she heads out.
Well, that
Want
went
me to
well.
track her for a bit, or do we just want to let her go? I feel.
We'll let
I
her
feel.
go.
He's
Yeah.
out at this point. It's either gonna happen or it's not.
I
feel like
mean,
She has more
yeah.
to lose than we do, and so I think we're good. I think we're good.
I have to say, from an out of game perspective, you guys did a really good job of being able to cover up a lot of consequences that were about to happen. Because if you guys would have, because I think Robert tried bringing it up at one point, was like, what if they don't what if they just don't show up to the, like if Dixon just doesn't show up, there's going to be a whole investigation into his disappearance, so that brings the MIB into it. That brings, you know, spheres of, advanced science to decipher what the fuck happened. And that's all huge problems. You guys actually were able to completely skirt that by doing doing what you
By
did.
actually talking to her.
Because we let her go, and she's able to lie for us.
Right, so there doesn't need to be an investigation into his disappearance. They can forfeit the race without declaring his disappearance at that point, file their own reports on how they want to handle this whole thing. And everything actually becomes really well swept underneath the rug at this point for you guys. Had you not done that, I was gonna be like, dang, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get. I think we're just gonna skip the race and hopefully get to the end of what the hell happened here, because you guys are now going to be under investigation by the MIB.
If I'm being honest, out of game, I'm feeling pretty smug right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a kid on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fucking presents on this planet.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got a race we got to get to.
All right, so yeah, you guys are all clear then to get a good night's rest, gain back a willpower. I don't believe I gave out experience last time, so you guys can get all 4 experience points. And Robert, you had a trippy ass dream kind of sequence that you kind of went through as well. That were, maybe we'll play it out later, someday down the road, or maybe you can write something up about some crazy ass trip that you had. That maybe enlightens your character a little bit, but you could get 4 experience as well.
Ooh.
Since I used you as bait for the story, that was
Is it possible to
Can I
sleep?
get additional willpower back for Survivor?
yes, absolutely,
Uh,
you can get that back.
is it possible to sleep on the ship, or if we're not sleeping on the ship, make a trip to the ship with the intention on regenerating quintessence?
Yes, that's fine, not a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll do the same. Okay.
All right. It's go time. It's go time.
All right, so finally going to be uh doing this race here that we've episode 1. We talked about this crazy race that you guys were going to be doing, and progenitors are no more, so let's take that out real quick here. Well, we'll just leave that in,
Can
but
we-
put an X by that.
Yeah, can we overcharge quintessence with Prime 1? I can never remember where we fell on that.
Oh God. I'm gonna go with no, just to make things simple, and say that you have to have 3 in order to overcharge.
I am overcharging quintessence.
I feel like I've found one spot in the book that says it's at 1, and everything else that says it at 3.
What I have read is it's also a 3. Yeah. So I agree with you that. Also,
All right, well then I'm at quintessence 2 then.
All right.
I would like to overcharge from the ship. Is that an arret roll?
Meditation roll.
All right.
Meditation plus usually perception. You might be able to argue other things. I would say that you could use meditation if you're doing like a science lab experiment. Then it would be like meditation intelligence. You're still technically getting in the zone, and what you're doing is not as important as the meditation per se. But you could use intelligence then. But standard sitting in a spot meditating, that would be perception.
I will also do that. I'll use intelligence and meditation.
Can I make an argument for the idea of using wits?
What's the argument? But yes, you can.
All right. So I'm about to do this race, and so it's not about. To me, I need to bring the mind down to the point where I'm ready to react to anything. It could be more turrets than I expected. It could be lane placement. It could be, I'm running the guns, but this is what I want to focus on. And so the idea of preparing yourself to react opposed to preparing yourself to perceive what to react to, I guess would be the difference.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. You're still clearing your mind, but you have like a different kind of intent.
Intention.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. At a 6.
Yep. Div 6. 6 successes.
Oh, geez.
It
didn't
nope,
do the
it
thing
didn't
right.
roll.
Okay.
You just want me to hit it again? I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead. Just hit it again.
It's definitely not going to scare me.
Oh no.
Oh,
God.
you.
So
dick.
technically, this is a magical act. You have a little bit here. Little.
It's fine if there was too much commotion on the ship.
How much how much paradox do you have?
It wasn't an arret roll, but I also have 3 points of paradox.
it's still a magic roll. So the action or the
Okay.
thing, at the very least, for this, because you're not even doing an arete roll. This is basically you just need to have the thing to do this.
I got you.
So it's only. Oh well, you were trying to overcharge yourself too, weren't you?
Yeah, that was the intent. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a willpower to just
All right,
not botch.
to not botch the.
And so I will accept 0 quintessence from the overcharge action and burn a willpower to do so.
Okay.
I'm completely okay with that.
I was about to say, dang it, or I was about to say, like, you only have a certain amount of time before you can, I was gonna give you a little bit of time about that, but I should have never told you guys about that.
Well,
Such an
honestly, I
important
thought,
role.
like, if I had a willpower, that would have at least not been a botch. And then I realized, wait, that's just a thing that happens. And
Yep.
so,
With the magic roll,
yeah.
not on normal rolls.
Yes, yep.
All right, so you get no successes. You can try again at a difficulty of 7.
I am, and if this fails, well, you know what? Then that's just the dice telling me how I need to play today. Difficulty 7. Go hard or go home? Oh, come on, roll for me. All right, let me try again. There it is. And there it is.
Oh, look at that. That's
Okay.
much more pretty.
Out of 7, that is 5 successes.
All right, so that's 5 quiescence that you can absorb.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take all of it. 3, 4, 5. And remind me to burn it as fast as possible because I'm a glowing beacon of paradox right now.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything? Or Phaedra, you were gonna roll.
I did roll a long time ago. I
you
got
got
2.
Yep.
Can somebody roll a meditation for me? I'm not even sure if I have dots in it.
Yeah, let me. I can take a look at that for you. Let's see here.
Looks like he's got 1 and 3 or 4, so 5 dice. There you go.
Ignore that.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of successes. I don't know how you did that.
Initiative.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. Not used to seeing numbers that big. That was something that was said last session. All right.
Robert, was that for your character?
That was my meditation.
That's your meditation. All right, so you get 1 point of quiescence back, and you said that he has 4 dice.
5 if you let him use wits.
Yeah, I'll let him use wits.
Which is what I just rolled. Well,
okay.
So it's up to you what you want to do there.
I mean, either way, it's 3 successes here, and looks like 4 successes. But I believe you can only get up to your max anyways, so you can't overcharge because you don't have 3. So that charges you back up then.
Yeah, peaceful. All right.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do before the race starts?
Wait, did I charge up?
Yes, you did.
Yep, you got. You're fully charged.
All right, sounds good.
I'm going to just be, as we're getting ready to depart, I'm going to be going over the photograph, the projections that I had taken of the cars and what they're supposed to look like to prepare for a once over when we get there to make sure they're not been tampered with.
Does anybody remember how much I bet on us to win?
I
Was
think
it
2
both?
tasks.
Yeah.
Two, yeah, two. We had two at the time.
Okay.
And I believe it's 1 in 10 odds or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like 10 to 1. So if we win, we get 20.
Yeah.
Well, if we win, we
Cool.
get 120.
Yeah, plus the winnings we get. So
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start with the first race here. So the first race will be first heat. So this is just your car by itself. You guys arrive at the racetrack. You know, everybody else everybody else has done their thing. The progenitors forfeited, stating that they, were you know, traumatized by what happened and that they don't want to race anymore. And they're respectfully bowing out. Everybody accepts this reasoning because they just had their car blown up on this track here. And it is offered for anybody to bow out now. There, it is Autochthonia. Anything could happen, so we can't guarantee that you won't that won't happen again. But we hope it won't. But everybody else accepts, and let's have you do your first heat here. So you guys jump into your car. So some things about this car is that it has 3 bruised levels, and then everything else is just regular. It has a maneuverability of 5, which actually I don't really know a lot about that kind of stuff, so I'm just winging it mostly. But it's very maneuverable. It has a laser cannon that does 10 damage. And then it has a top speed of 400 miles per hour. So the first, so you guys kind of get in and you have to, jump off of the line. So just give me a drive plus dexterity, difficulty of 6.
are there any?
So I'm the driver,
Yep, I
and
got.
I,
I got. Go ahead.
I feel like I should get 1 automatic success because I'm driving in real life.
Well, you do have that automatic extra dice.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you got extra dice due to things.
And I will give him an extra dice for driving at the same exact time, so that does kind of fit here. So it is ironically interesting that it all ends up here. I don't know if it's actually is that ironic? I don't know. Anyways, isn't it ironic?
All right, I'm gonna roll it for him. At a 6.
Yep, difficulty 6.
Hopefully this works as it should.
Yeah, Tycho Vance does an action by Malakai.
Look at all those 2s.
Well, okay, so you get up off of the line here. And so at
1 success
1
for those that are on the road.
you have 1 success.
Now, are we currently enhanced? Because we had like some stuff.
Yeah, because I've got +2 perception for the day.
Yeah, this would be the day that we're doing it, I think.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys would have boosted stats then. I'll allow you guys to have, whatever boosted stats you were going to have.
What boost did you... Go ahead.
I think I was going to have dex and stamina.
Okay. Yep, that's right. Because stamina for the drive length and dex for the drive. That is 2 additional dice. Greater than 6, fail equals 1. Oh, that's so many 2s! 2, 4,
Malakai.
6. You rolled 6
You rolled
2s and 2 3s.
So you still get 1 success.
I didn't fail you, man. I didn't fail you, brother.
I suppose that's good.
I mean, I'm just clicking the buttons on your character sheet, to be honest. I don't know if I should be to blame for this, but
No, I get it. I feel bad when I roll for other people and screw it up.
yeah,
I
I
don't like doing it.
I didn't screw it up. It's just it was definitely not a favorable result.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, it's like I don't blame anybody for screwing up dice rolls. It's silly.
Yeah, that is silly.
All right, so you guys come around the first corner. The first corner is a drone attack. So there's a drone that pops out and will attack you. The gunner needs to shoot that down. And the driver needs to get a success on going around the corner.
All right.
Drive plus dex for the driver and firearms plus dex for the drone attack.
Get rid of those things.
At a 6.
Difficulty of 6 for both attacks. Or sorry,
Alright.
difficulty 8 for the drone attack to try and hit them because they're small little drones.
Okay. This is the drive. Come on, yo! You can't do this to me. Every time I try to do.
Should I roll?
Are you able to hit up? Yeah, if you do hit up, I think it does take you back maybe to...
No, I clicked through the whole thing and then it just didn't pop up. But it's also super laggy, like every time. Go ahead, you take over Tycho.
Okay, I'll take over Tycho, no problem. All right,
I will roll my firearms and dex. That's shooty. How many drones popped out? Just one?
Just one.
Okay. If it's just one, I'll just shoot it with all of it. Add an 8. Oh. Yeah, this is not feeling good.
All right, dex. So you were bumping yourself up so you would have 5 in dex, and then
Yep.
You have a drive of 3, so that is 8. So we will do 5, 3. So 1,
2,
2, 3, 4, 5 successes on turn 1.
Is it 6 because of the 10?
Oh yeah, 6 successes. All right, and then Malakai for your shooting. It looks like you...
I had 6 successes.
All right, so that would give you 15 dice of damage. You only need... And that was difficulty 8? Yeah, wow,
Yep,
Jesus
add an 8.
Christ. So, yeah, good shot. These only have 4 health levels, so if you...
Difficulty 6 on the damage roll.
Difficulty 6 on the damage roll.
It would be 11 successes.
So, boom!
How's that gun
I
feel,
did
Malakai?
Not want that this early. That all those 2s, I guess. Yeah, I blasted it out of the sky.
Perfect shot. So yeah, you just come around that corner nice and easy. You get a solid 6 successes on the turn, and you blow away the drone before it can even interact with you guys. Perfectly done. All right. So if you don't blow up the drone, it just follows you and it keeps on firing at you, and then you have to fire back. And it's a very annoying thing if you don't kill it right away. So solidly good on that. Next is, so you come around and you hit A, which is just a long kind of, easy churn that you'll kind of be coming around, and then just a long straightaway, basically. So this is a stamina plus drive check. So I am going to have then, what I can do. No, I can't pop that up or pop that into there. So your stamina is 4, but I believe it would be bumping up to 5 with this. So
Yeah.
Same thing, I guess. So that's nice and easy for me. This would be difficulty of 6 here. So 5
And
and 3.
as we're going into the straightaway, and I start to pick up speed, and I just politely ask everybody to stay quiet
2 successes.
as I enter the zone.
2 successes.
All right, so solid 2 successes on A. So yeah, you just get into the zone and just do what you're doing right now, probably going in a very straight line as fast as you possibly can. I mean, I bet you could go faster probably than you, but legally, it's. Anyways, so you get past that. So you come back down this straightaway, and then you come into the 11 turn. 11 is that is where normally you would have a landing. So that's just going to be a regular corner here. So that will be a difficulty 6 turn. 1, 2, 2 successes on that, so you're good on there.
Vroom, vroom.
2 successes. All right, next is coming up to number 12. Number 12 is another tight corner. Drive and dex, you need at least 2 successes. 1, 2, 2 successes, so you're good on that. All right, and then
Oh no.
number 13. Number 13 is number 13 is roadblocks pop up. So this is a sensors and or gunner task here. So whoever is on sensors can either try and detect them before they pop up, or the gunner can shoot them if the sensor person fails.
And sensors is what? Perception and
Let's see here. So sensors, you need to have correspondence, entropy, and time.
Yep.
And then for this would be a perception plus technology. You can also argue for other things, but that's primarily what you're doing here. So technology, if you have hyperscience, it'll lower the difficulty, but it'll be difficulty 8 if you have regular technology.
All right, yeah, it looks like that's the route I'm gonna have to go.
Don't forget your modifier.
Yep, I got the +2 to perception.
Nice.
So that puts us here, and you said difficulty 8?
Yep. One success.
One success.
That's all that you needed. Go ahead and make an Arete roll. Difficulty of for this will be 4.
Four successes.
Nice. All right, so yeah, you are able to get you're telling them where they're gonna pop up well before they even pop up. So because it's like one of those things where if you're just driving straight, it will just pop up right in front of you if you don't know that it's gonna be popping up. There's no indication besides the scanner being like it's on the right, it's on the left, it's on the right, it's on the left, and you kind of like are going back and forth, and it's this one's in the center, go tight left or tight right, don't be in the center.
So it's like a rally car navigator.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
I'm swinging the gun around constantly, but like it's It's completely not necessary. Oh,
Just shoot the barriers as they fly past you.
I don't want to risk.
Sound
I don't
like
want to
you
risk
want.
not being in position for when we need to hit, though. So I don't do that. I just keep it
It's true.
pointed right at where we're going, and I try to just, be ready. And
All right, next
That
one
works.
is a gunner and or scanner as well. Scanner normally would go first and try and find the phase variance that you need to establish in order to phase through the wall. Technology plus, for this one will be technology plus wits.
Oh. That's unexpected. All right.
Difficulty will be
Bring
8.
for this, Robert.
Oh, that's difficulty 6. So that's really 1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 4.
4,
4.
5, 4. Yep.
4.
Yep, because it counted 1 extra. So still epically, yeah. So basically, he's like, so yeah, while I was doing all of that stuff that was I'm just gonna include the Arete roll that kind of rolls over on all of this. It's like basically when you were checking to see when these barriers were gonna pop up, you were also checking their phase variance. And you did a double check when you hit the wall, and you were like, "Yep, these are the same exact phase variants if I needed to phase through those bricks as well." So, and this wall is the same phase variance, so you've already matched it up, and you can phase right through the wall without any problems. All right, next up is number this. So we are on number 15, which is a tight corner. So that is a drive plus dexterity roll. 2 successes needed, and there are turrets that are on this. So there is 1 turret. It has 5 health levels, and it also gets a little bit of a soak roll. But the gunner can go ahead and try and take it out at this point in time. Difficulty is 4 because it is a completely stationary and large object.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well,
Those are
10?
all successes except for the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 successes.
shit. Okay. So that is 20 dice of damage that you get to roll, and I get to roll my 3 soak dice. I get 1 soak. You have to do 6 points of damage to destroy it.
Fail
Wonder if
equals
you
1.
can.
Come on, baby. You can do it. Really?
Still
Huh,
8.
there's a lot of low ones there. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8 total.
Pretty good.
I did have I had 4 10s in the attack roll. That's the reason that I had so many ridiculous successes.
Wow. Yeah, so you still came out with a solid amount of successes. You line up a perfect shot and you take out the turret before it can even react to you guys. And I'm just going to give especially since we don't have the driver rolling dice, because this is all supposed to be exciting for him to roll dice too. So, but
Yeah, no,
since he's
just
not,
like-
we're fine here. So we are solid
I'm just
on.
having fun imagining it.
He gets to act it out, kind of.
Yes, he
Oh God,
does.
don't have him do that. He might botch with one of these.
Yeah, I'm really trying not to act it out because I'm actually driving right now.
Pull over real quick and then you can be like, "Ah, da." Anyways,
Dodge some turrets that don't exist, quick.
yes.
I mean, I did have to dodge a semi earlier, but
Oh
There you
God. Yeah, careful on that.
really,
Yeah, be careful. Don't get too into it. It's you're fine.
All right, number 16 is going to be another drone attack that comes out. So a drone difficulty 8 in order to hit, firearms plus dex.
Pew pew. Oh no. Willpower. Well, no willpower.
Yep, no willpower,
I'm
but you
going to
didn't
just take
bot.
the
You didn't
I didn't
bot.
bot it.
You just missed.
Yes.
So you're fine
Yeah,
on that.
so I will take the failure. I was getting cocky anyway. It's appropriate. Put me in my place.
All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try and shoot you. I succeed.
Race.
Oh geez. Yeah, definitely. Brace.
So
Dodge roll.
he does get to do a dodge roll of 8 dice, which you get
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You dodged the shot. No problemo. All right, so that kind of gets you guys through your first heat here. You guys in the track of how you guys kind of did here. So looking at over your score here,
I feel it was a pretty good standard
I'm pretty
run.
good about that, but we are up against cyborgs, so
Yeah, like it was a good standard run. There was no big fuck ups, but there wasn't anything special about it. And
we got
it just
those
Wait, so
seemed
that
like
was-
race jitters out of the way now.
Yeah.
didn't get.
We have to drive a little faster next.
you did really good on turn 1, but the rest of it you were pretty average. And so you kind of come out where at the end of heat 1, so I'm gonna kind of put this at being how many seconds or how many minutes it took you in order to kind of complete the race here.
We also didn't get shot.
From 10.
Like we had a clean run from the turrets. I don't know if that factors
True.
into the math, but
Wait, so that dodge was the last part?
Yep,
Yep.
that was the last
Yeah,
part, and then you crossed the finish line.
You kept us with a
Okay.
no-hitter.
Okay, well, in that case, I want to add some flavor to it and say that the way that I dodged was because we're floating, right? These cars are floating. They're on like
Yep, they're on like little like hover pads,
Jets?
basically. Yeah, jet like.
okay, because I know that the way those targeting systems work is by recognizing cars and their directionality. So at that last part, when he was shooting, I flipped the car 180 and threw it into reverse, and that's how we went over the finish line, backwards, and that's why the turret couldn't hit us because it thought we were going the other direction.
Silly turret.
Very nice. Yeah, I
This is
like
what
that.
happens when they over-engineer these tracking software.
Yeah, they don't expect cars to go backwards.
All right, so yep, that was just kind of a nice little light run for you guys. So you guys scored. I'm gonna do a point-based system here. So you guys scored a total of 13 points.
I eagerly look at the results board to see where we line up at.
So
First run.
for the first run, you beat the Syndicate, who came in at 10 points. And the New World Order came in at 14 points.
Oh, we got some stiff competition.
Yeah, these guys are good.
And Iteration X, the champions so far, came in at a total of 16 points.
All right, we got to step it up a little.
Do we want to think about sabotaging the other cars yet, or do we want to hold off on that?
We should at least hold off till the big race.
If we
Okay.
get noticed, we get disqualified. That's why I didn't bring my train gun.
Hey, but at least if we get disqualified, no one will bat an eye at it. They'll just assume that it's a completely normal thing for the voids to do.
Void engineer is gonna void engineer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not completely confident we won't do something to get ourselves disqualified anyway.
By accident.
By accident. Yeah. All right, let's.
Wait, if we don't cheat, are we gonna get punished when we get back to the construct?
No.
It's like what? We sent you to cheat in a race, not win it.
Maybe? It's no. Malachi is definitely just pronouncing no and no and no, and then he gets quiet and just kind of like looks up and to the left and just kind of squints his eyes a little bit. He's wondering whether or not.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring in the next one. We'll be adding in the navigator here.
All right. Is it worth taking effort to check the car over, or are we comfortable that the car is going to not have been fucked with?
I mean, you didn't have to leave the car, so
Oh.
I mean, you could kind of sit. You can kind of watch from the mechanics bay area. Is where a lot of the racers are watching from, anyways, and doing last minute tune-ups. Stuff like that.
All right. In which case, I would be paying attention to any spells via the Prime monitor that would be going off that that might affect. But keeping our car safe. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right, so we will start up again with the jumping off of the startup line here for you on heat number 2, which will expand out to B area. So you will be going all the way around here. So you jump off of the line here with your car, and we get 8 dice for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So definitely a much better start than last time. All right, number 1 is just a standard turn with a drone. So let's go ahead and have you do the drone attack here. So main thing will be for the gunner. Difficulty 8 to hit the drone.
I apologize. I had zoned out there for a second. Difficulty 8 for the gunner.
Yep.
That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
So 6 successes brings you to a total of 15 for your dice of damage. 9 successes on damage, so you blow away the drone, no problem whatsoever.
I'm worried about when these 10s stop showing up because
Give a little whoop.
yeah,
Have you
probably
roll
for the
it
major
enough?
race, to be honest. But yes, I blast that mother out of the sky.
All right, number 2. So this time we
Don't
actually
get cocky, kid.
Don't get cocky. So we just come around another tight corner here. The needs 2 successes in order to succeed here. Oh yeah,
Star Wars stole that line from my dad.
yeah, that happens a lot to dads.
Yeah, 4.
And
yeah, he had 4. That was
solid success there. So you kind of go around that without a problem. We'll put that at number 2 is 4 successes. Okay. And then next up is number 3, or section number 3, which is Navigator. There is a loop-de-loop that you're going to be hitting here. So you have to modulate everything in order to kind of make sure that you keep with the gravitational field and kind of line up there's like gravitational pads basically that you're going to have to use and to keep yourself on the loop-de-loop and to go faster than the speed that you're able to actually achieve, because the speed you're going, you probably wouldn't be able to achieve a loop-de-loop. You're going to have to go much faster for a very short amount of time using the track here. So for you, Navigator, the first, what you will be rolling here is a perception plus technology. Difficulty will be 8 unless you have hypertech.
Not, I will spend a willpower.
What's going on,
3
Navigator?
successes.
All right,
I need those
3
numbers.
successes. 3 successes. So she gives you the proper coordinates and calibrates the car correctly so that it'll interact with the pads properly. And you guys line up everything. Go ahead and make an Arate roll now. Difficulty of 6. You need at least 1 success. Well, so for that, you can roll again. Difficulty now of 7. And we'll keep on going until you botch, and then we'll have a lot of fun.
1 success.
1 success. That's all that you needed. Okay, so you guys can continue onwards, and you're not thrown off the track and disqualified in this heat, which would just give you a total of 0 points and probably put you to the last place, unless somebody else crashed too. So it can happen. All right, so Navigator gets you through the loop-de-loop, no problem. Next one is a drive plus stamina roll in order to keep on going here with a nice little corner and straightaway that you're going to be going down. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So that is number 4.
Hold on to your butts.
That's solid.
That's 5.
Is that 5? 1.
No, it's 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we are on to number 5. Number 5 is sensors. The track is going to phase away. So basically what happens is that the track goes on to another phase variance, and basically you're going to have to match the phase variance of basically go away from the phase variance that normally you would be doing so that you can match up with this and it becomes solid for you again. If you fail at this, you're going to fall through. You can still jetpack and get back, but you're going to and fly back, but you're definitely going to lose a bunch of speed. Because the flying is not as fast as the driving.
Okay.
So you are going to be doing a perception plus technology, difficulty of 8. One success. That's all you needed. Next is an Arate roll, difficulty of 5. All that you needed. All right, so you match it up. The track goes out of phase, and then the car you recalibrate the car, and the car goes out of phase as well. Lands onto the track, flies off onto the gets to the edge of or end of that. Let's see here. So which is just a little part of the track basically here, between 5 and 7. And we're skipping 7, and we go to 8. 8 is sensors. There are booster pads that you're going to have to locate on they're cloaked booster pads that will change up each run. So you have to locate where those booster pads are. Perception plus technology, difficulty of 8. No Arate roll on this one, though. One success. So you're able to find one of the pads. You can get
That's no good.
you can get more. You definitely want more. That is part of your score there, but you're not failing, so that is good.
Sorry, guys, that one got me a little bit, but I'll get it better next time.
It's still early. We got plenty of time to mess this up completely.
Stop saying those
Love your
words.
confidence.
All
Trying
right.
to come up with a 90s movie quote that applies to that. It's tough.
I hide behind. I'm a realist. And then I get back in my turret.
All right, so number 9. Number 9 is the jump. The navigator has to coordinate the changing of the car from regular, land mode to flight mode, and to, coordinate that with a jump that you guys are going to be going over. So for this, I want a perception, and unfortunately, I'm not sure how good you're at doing at this, but it's going to take drive in order to understand some of this. You can also maybe throw out some other concepts of something, but I need to hear kind of how you're justifying that. I guess you could do just technology as well.
Could I do investigation? Because obviously I could see.
I'll give you investigation if you want to have done that before you got to this point that you've
Right, like I'm watching it and I'm trying to gauge the time and then also do the math as I'm watching it switch between or alternate.
What I'll give you is this: is that you've studied this jump, to a certain degree once you learned what it was, and now you're going to have to enact that all. So I'm going to give you investigation plus wits.
Okay, I'll do that one.
Difficulty is 6.
Do I spend willpower? No. Okay, 3 successes.
3 successes. All right, so you're solid jump off on that. Very, very good. All right, next up is going into flight mode properly and calibrating your flight mode to be able to, handle this and turn it off just as properly just before you guys are landing. So go ahead and roll. For this, I'm going to have you roll base technology plus perception. Difficulty 8.
And that's for me?
Yep.
Three successes.
All right. And the last thing that you need to do is stick the landing. So number 11 is the landing pad area. So this is going to be a coordination of the navigator and sensors. So both of you two need to roll perception plus, the sensors is perception plus technology. The navigator is wits plus technology or drive. Difficulty of 8.
All right, I'm going to spend a willpower on this one.
3.
You said it was difficulty 8?
Yep.
These are not my skills. 3 successes.
3 successes. Nice. All right, so that's 3 successes and 3 successes, which brings you to 6.
Nice.
6 on 10. All right, number 11 is...
That was 11, wasn't it?
Or that is number 11, yes. And next up is number 12, which is just a tight corner. So it just needs a difficulty of 6. Drive needs 2 successes.
One
Oh,
success.
1 success. So you kind of spin out a little bit, and you get a -1 on the result there instead of 2 successes, which is the baseline that you needed. It's not necessarily a botch, but you kind of whipped your tail out a little bit and kind of slowed you down by a decent amount.
That sucks.
You get through the corner, though. You don't crash or anything like that, but
We're still moving.
take a -1 on your performance points. All right, so.
Wait, I got it. Did I do that? That's pretty bad.
No, that's bad.
I'm trying to come up with 90s references.
All right, so landing, tight corner. All right, roadblock blocks are back up. So sensors. Technology plus perception. Difficulty 8. Oh. All right. So do an
Making
Arte.
up
No, 1, 2, 3,
negative.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7, 6. Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna have you do an Arte roll with that. You're just like I know all this. I did this before. Yeah, it's a different pattern, but I know the pattern. I mean, I know what the new pattern is going to be based on what the pattern that I saw was going to be, and just you just figure it out like that. And
We should get a bonus for the actual race for that section.
yeah, I'm gonna give you a +1.
Up that little fishtail.
You kind of actually what I'm gonna say is that you're cheating kind of, but not really. It's not against the rules to do this, but you're phase variancing through these walls instead. You're just like, just go straight. I'm pretty sure that I have the phase variance of these walls. Like you don't even have to worry about them popping up. It looks like they changed it up on this round, but you'd figured it out like right away. And you're like, okay, I know what all of the phase variances before we even get to the big wall. I know what that wall will be too, and you just slide all the way through on that, giving you guys a +3 in that area.
God damn.
So normally that's a non-point scoring area. It just can kind of nag you to, if you hit a wall or, get slowed down by a gunner having to take down a wall, having to go over rubble. But you guys don't get affected by that. You're just
We don't need walls where we're going.
All right. So we'll skip the wall as well. You're just gonna go right through that. So the barricades and the wall, you fly right through, not a problem. Next up is turret.
Turret time.
Mr. Kell, phase through that wall.
That's solid.
The kids are not going to get that one, man. They're just not going to get it.
Phase through that wall. Tear
Wait.
down.
The way Josh said that, I'm kind of thinking he doesn't get it.
Yeah, tear down that wall, Mr. Gorbachev.
Okay, thank you. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
Is this a stationary turret or a mobile turret?
Stationary.
Yeah.
So difficulty will be 4 to hit.
Pew.
Oh,
This is the big one at the end, right?
Not
near there's a turret on this one, and then the next one is a drone attack.
A drone, you got to. That's the higher level one. So pew, and that's gonna be.
So that's 17 dice of damage.
Oh jeez. All right. It was good. Oh, okay. So lots of 10s. That helps.
Wow,
So
that's a
we're-
lot.
5 ones. 5 ones. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, -5 for 8 total successes.
All right, so you blow away that turret. I believe I'd.
What the hell?
Well, I have 5 health levels, and if I roll all successes, which I did not, I would be at 5 health levels anyways and be destroyed. So yes, I get blown up without a problem. So before the turret can even react, the turret is blown away. Last is a drone attack, and that is a 8 dice, or I'm sorry, firearms
Difficulty
dex,
8.
difficulty 8.
Oh no.
Again?
That is
Dodge roll.
that's a 0.
Yep,
So I didn't
botch.
botch.
But yep, you
It would,
unfortunately miss. So now it is a dodge roll. So and then the attack roll.
okay, so the 10s help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got 4 successes to
1,
hit.
2, 3, 4. 5 over 4. Wow.
5
an
over
incredibly
4.
Dodge it
similar
again.
ending.
Every
I
time
like
at the
that.
very end, you
Yeah.
have to dodge a shot.
Just style points at this point.
Now, see, here's the thing. I can't do the same thing again because
I think
the algorithm learns. So this time the car was sideways.
You went sideways
Drifted
across
in
the.
Tokyo drift style.
yeah, we go across sideways at the end.
Nice. You get an extra point for style.
Speaking of, I'm about 4 minutes away from home, and I actually have to do a maneuver to get in my driveway because, like,
And at the end of
snow and
this
shit.
heat, I was going to actually give us a break here as well. So I think this is all working out pretty good here. And then we'll go into the final race. But just to give you guys your score here real quick. I'll give you another
Oh yeah,
+1
what's
here.
the new standings?
So,
I rush over to the standings board.
So this is going to be a slightly different point total here, but they're all of it is added together for where you're going to land in the heat here. But you guys got 4, 5, no, 4, 8, 12, 13, 16, 22, 21,
Oh, okay.
and then 24. So 24 points on that run. So that puts you at 37 points altogether. So you got 24 on that one. The Syndicate got only 20, which is going to
I
put
mean,
them
they're not
at
here to win, but
30. Progenitors is out of the race, so they don't have to be counted in this.
Nope.
The
NWO.
NWO got 21 points, putting them
All
at
right.
35.
all right.
All right.
Hold
What did those
ahead.
iteration bastards do?
So they ended up with 30 points. So that puts them
Holy
at
shit.
46 points.
Oh, you guys understand I'm definitely shooting them in the final race, right?
Is that a legal maneuver?
I'm pretty confident
It's
it's not. I didn't say what I was going to use to shoot him with, though. We'll get to that in a minute.
You'll become disqualified. They don't succeed, but then the New World Order wins. That.
Oh, we should go should we go talk with them and try to rig up a plan where we get ourselves disqualified again, like everyone expects us to, but they end up winning?
All right. Well, this is some possibilities here. So we're gonna go into a little bit of a break here before we do the final race, where you will not be by yourself. You will be with the other people. In first place, leading the pack of the race, you will have Iteration X. Coming in second is the Void Engineers. Third place is the New World Order. Fourth place is the Syndicate. All right, we will be right back. We'll be about 15 minutes, and hopefully you'll remember to cut this out on YouTube. So it should only be a couple seconds for you if you're watching on YouTube.
get a
Switch this
strong urge to
over,
clap. Yeah, a strong urge to clap twice. I don't know why.
All right, so we are back. Where we ended up last was that the 2 heats had been done, and the Technogate 42 team, which is currently, what's that year? The Mercurials are currently in second place. So for the start of the first 2 races that we did, they had were just heats they were by themselves to get placing in the big race. So they are starting right behind Iteration X, the Cyborgs. The next, right behind the Mercurials, is going to be the New World Order. Oh, 1 second. Who is Racing X. They came in the point total at 35. The Mercurials came in at 37. Cyborgs came in at 46. They are badass fucking drivers. To give you kind of an idea of also like mechanically, let me, I guess, finish off real quick here is the last but not least, maybe least, is the Syndicate called the Major Bets. They have 30 points right now. And the point totals don't matter anymore. This is the final race. First one over the finish line is the winner on this. So I will be rolling out for all of you to see exactly, and it will be based on, I will tell you when you blow up a drone, that's not going to count a plus, but getting hit by, getting hit by a laser will be a -1 on your final point total to see if you cross the finish line first. But you'll kind of see all of that in action here. So starting off here, sorry, I thought I was... Oh, yes. To give you kind of an idea of what and because you're going to be seeing this anyways, what you're kind of dealing with is that the Iteration X team is going to have a dice pool of 10, basically, for a majority of these actions. The New World Order has around a dice pool of 8 for a majority of these actions. The Progenitors has a dice pool of around 6 for the majority of these actions. And then, of course, you guys are a little bit more versatile in your skills. Also remember, because of the car that you're using for all of this, all of your actions can be lowered. And I didn't really specify this before, but since the big races where it really matters, you can lower all of your difficulty. Any action that you take can be lowered with quiescence. If you use quiescence, you can lower the difficulty by 1 for each point spent.
Okay.
All right, so starting this off here, we are just going to be going off of the line. So the startup here. So give me a drive plus dex, difficulty of 6. So first, I will let you roll.
Yeah, where did we come down on what my bonus dice or difficulty bonus was for the practice we did?
You get a +1 to your dice pool. And then you also get a +1 because of the driving that you did during the game physically. So you have a +2 to your dice pool.
+2 to the dice pool for basically drive.
Yes.
And then, so I don't want to change the dots on my character sheet. That's all. So I just want to make sure my bonus is right. So my dex and stamina are both at 5.
Yes.
Okay. So my dex is at a +2 and my drive is at a +2. So my dice mod should be 4. Description action, DP mod 4. And then this is difficulty 6?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. So starting off with a solid 6. So
I'm rolling 10 dice for this shit.
Does that sound right to you?
It does, yeah. Because
Okay.
it's dex of 5, drive of 5. Well, drive of 4, and then +1 die for the practice, or
Yep. Yeah,
+1 die for practice, +1 for running the race already.
Yeah, I was afraid that there was a doubling going on, but no, it looks good. Looks good.
All right, so Macari will start off the race with, because of your placing, you're at 5 points for the race right now. So the next one that we will be doing is iteration X, which actually I should have done them first because they're technically in first place right now. So we're going to kind of do first place goes first.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
But maybe you will be in first place after this, but we'll see. So they do not get any negatives whatsoever for their drive here. They get 1 success, 2 successes, 3, 4, 5,
4.
6, 4. Or 5. I see 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 4. Never mind. Yeah.
Booyah.
4 successes, so they don't get any
Nice.
minuses. So that puts them actually at second place.
I've never seen such good driving.
All right, well, let's before we call it here, let's see what happens with the other one. So we get Progenitors, which is, or no, sorry, New World Order, Racing X. 1 second, I'm just setting a couple things up here real quick. X. And the last one.
So anyway, when I was in the cyber realm running around with the dogs, we actually did a street race this one time.
Did you win?
No.
Oh God, we're all gonna die.
Did the car survive?
Yeah, did the car survive?
Oh, you've met her.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
You've met the car several times.
No, I'm just saying that, like, that's where you got her?
Yeah. The cyber realm. I'll take you guys sometimes. There's a nice little chop shop down in the lower city.
Don't say that in front of... Never mind. She's not here.
All right, so Racing X is going to go next. They get 8 for their dice pool, so that is 5 and 3. So they have 1 success, 2 successes. They get 1 success starting off. And next up is Major Bets. Major Bets has 6 dice for their dice pool. I believe. Yes. Or wait, no. Major Bets is 6 for their dice pool.
Also, Sosi is here. She's a keychain right now.
I don't know how... Oh, that's an excellent last die. I don't know how I feel about the idea that she's... Is she cool with just being a keychain?
Yeah.
Does she know...
That's what she turns into when she's not a car.
1. So that's 3 successes. So Major Bets 3. Okay, so starting off here, off the gate, we have the Macarials in first place at 5 points. Cyborgs at second place with 4 points. Major Bets at third place with 3 points. And Racing X has only 1 point. Oh, I'm sorry. Major Bets has -2 to that, so they are actually tied. Major Bets had, because they were third place starting off, they get -2 to their point total.
Yeah.
The race, so we've got the Macarials, the Cyborgs, basically very close to each other. And then a little ways behind them is Major Bets and Racing X are fighting for third place. All right, so first obstacle comes this way. This is a drone attack. So the drone attack is difficulty 8 for your shooting. So first up is the Macarials.
Okay, so I want difficulty 8 to shoot. I want to shoot. I mean, we're in the lead, but we're still not. I mean, we're not that far spread apart, are we?
No, you're just 1 point,
No.
1 point away. They're right behind you.
Okay. So I
I
don't
would say
want to.
save any tricks for the end of the race.
So I just don't want to shoot any of the drones that aren't looking at me.
Right.
Basically.
There's only one drone that'll be attacking you, and it's obvious. It's like color coded.
Okay, so there's like 6 drones or 4 drones or 3 drones up in the air, but I know which one is coming for me.
Correct. Yep.
All right, then I will shoot it in its face with 3 successes.
3 successes. All right, so that's 12 damage dice. These have 3 hit points.
Okay, 12 at a 6. Huh? I just got it.
3 successes. All right, so you are clear, and you can take no negatives for that, keeping yourself so far in first place.
Trying
Next
to do
up
my job.
is cyborgs. Cyborgs needs to get, so they get 1 success, 2 successes, 3 successes, 3 to hit. So that gives them 12 damage. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 1. So back to 3, 4. All right, so 4 successes. So they're able to destroy their drone, no problems. Next up is Major Bet. 8 dice. And 1 second here.
Ah, shit. Are you on call?
No, it was D-Bot has
Yes,
just
I
woke
don't
up.
think so.
Nope. Okay. Sorry about that. So where was I? I was rolling 2 hit. So 1 success. No. 0 successes on that. So the cyborgs, or no, sorry, the
It's bets, I think.
Major Bets have a drone on them. And so I am going to shoot for the drone. So the drone has 5.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
We
not-
haven't even seen that yet. The
No.
the drone following people, right?
Yeah,
I'm
this is going to be
trying-
the first time that it's going to follow.
I am trying to do my job. Yes.
Here's an
Um,
idea. What if we shoot down their drone? What does
oh,
that do?
goodwill points.
There's not rules against that.
Can we
Not
win
the
with
other
goodwill?
teams. No, but anybody who wins that's not iteration X is a winner. I feel like a
Wait.
winner in my case.
We're in part 2 right now, right?
This is technically part 1.
Okay.
So let's
How
just
long until we need the navigator?
A while. No, part 3 is the navigator.
So once I see the drone following one of the cars, I'm like, somebody look up if there's any, like, if anybody placed bets about. I'm trying to figure out how to bring this to our advantage, because it's the people that are trying to make the money.
Well, I'm gonna let me just finish this up because it's gonna take a while. I got a lot of rolls to do here, and so let me just finish off my rolls here.
No. Also, you rolled 5d20 at some point.
I know, so just yes, it's fine. I'm just gonna ignore those. So we've got 2 successes to hit for that, and then they get a dodge roll. So 4 successes on the dodge, so it is able to dodge it, but it still has a drone on them. So no negatives on that, and then Racing X gets to attack. They get no successes on their 2 hit. The drone will attack them. The drone gets no successes, but the drone is still on them. So they both still have a drone on them. That could have been you guys. So far, you guys have 3 times you've come around that corner now and been able to blow up that drone each time. Way to go, Gunner.
That's why you practice.
I've also done this before several times, although the truck feels a little bit smoother this time.
All right, so we are on number 2 now. Number 2 is a tight corner. You need 2 successes at the very least in order to succeed on this. If you do not get 2 successes, you get a -1. If you botch, the special stuff could happen. Difficulty
drive.
is 6. Drive plus dex.
Oh man,
So Macariel's is first. Macariel's got 6
feels like this-
successes.
the same. It feels like the same roll, but it's not. I'm liking it though. This is.
Wow.
I'm just keeping a very level head here.
All right,
And I'm
cyborgs.
And I'm mumbling about like maybe if we shoot down their drone, we'll mess with the odds. I don't know how. I'm not sure.
Did you, I turned the turret towards the drone following the ones that are the major bets. It's like, do you want me to shoot it down?
No.
So the cyborgs come out with 8 points in the end with, or well, they got 4, or it was 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on that. So they already had 4. So you are currently in first place at 11. Cyborgs is at 8. Major Bets has a drone on them. The drone needs to be shot down by their gunner. So their gunner is going to take a shot here. So they get 8 dice. 1,
And
2,
Tycho
3,
goes, wait, yes, shoot it.
4. All right, you can take a shot as well if you want. Or do you
I
want
didn't
to?
say I had the gun in the general direction.
Why are you
otherwise
trying to
I
help the
wouldn't do it.
competition?
Because I'm not worried about. I'm helping the competition.
We are in the lead.
No. They're not here.
Agree.
They're not
Listen.
here to win. They're here to make money. And I think I'm either fucking them up or I'm going to make them a shit ton. Either way,
I just
I'm-
kind of want to see what's gonna
Okay,
happen.
I kind of see
I'm-
where you're going. Like, just
I'm
don't
just
let
not-
it be predictable because,
I'm disrupting the
Tycho-
status quo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
I wish
it's
we would have
not-
bet on this
Wait.
beforehand.
As long
Oh
as it's
shit!
not
Is
the
it
rule.
against the rule?
No, we're not attacking the other team. Oh yeah, I feel like it's okay, but should I feel differently?
Do you want to go ahead and take your shot?
Just do it.
Oh no.
Is this
If
the
it's like-
reason we're gonna get disqualified?
That would be
I-
the worst.
We're
I
in the
would like-
lead.
There is nothing against the
Why?
rules for you to destroy the other team's turrets. That is totally able for you to be done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
fucking
we
do it.
cannot shoot the other team. Obviously, that's the
If you
thing. That's
botch your
straight up.
shot, you'll hit them.
No, that's
The
heavy.
chances are low, but I'm willing to take that risk. The difficulty. These are the mobile ones, right?
Yep,
This
8.
is an 8.
Yep.
All right, so dead.
All right. So
That's
you get
with
14
6.
dice of or 15 dice
Ooh.
of damage. They got 1, 2.
And then I hold my thumbs up out the window as I'm kind of like, or out above the turret towards their car as I blast that thing out of the sky.
So your 2 bolt. So they shot and you shot. They got you got 8 successes on your damage. They got 7 successes on their damage.
Oh.
And your 2 bullets meet at this drone and just create this huge like superheated ball of like implosion explosion that happens all at like the same time, and like there's this beautiful like shower of sparks, and you can see like the sky kind of lights up, and the other drone that was attacking Racing X also gets caught up in this explosion, and both of the drones are destroyed.
I didn't want that at all. In any case, I leaned back into
man.
the car and be like, I did not know that could happen. I'm sorry. I did not know that could happen.
I bet the radio commentators are having a day.
All right, so now Major Bets just needs to make the turn here without having to worry. And Racing X, both of them only have 1 point right now, so it's going to be pretty hard for them to catch up. Really easy here, but
What's that quote? Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
That's exactly that's the feeling. That's my mood right now. Yep. We're gonna see if that ends up being a
two
horrible idea.
successes were needed. So Major Bets is at 3, and 1, 2. All right, so Racing X and Major Bets are still neck and neck at 3 successes, or 3 points for the race. Sorry.
Ah, shit. Were we still finishing up number 2?
Yep, that's number 2.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm adding too much flavor to this steak.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get through some of these pretty quick, I think, too.
Right.
Because now the drones are dead, so that helps out a lot. The drones add a lot of dice to the rolls. All right, so we've got
that was also part of my plan.
So we've got Macarials at 11 right now, Cyborgs at 8, Major Bets at 3, and Racing X at 3 as we come out of turn number 2. Turn number 3 is a loop-de-loop. Navigator, that is a perception plus technology. Or you can argue other stuff.
Do it.
Difficulty 8.
Two successes.
Nice.
All right, that's exactly what you needed. And then, so the next thing for you to do is a Arate roll, difficulty of 6. You did not botch, you failed, so you can do it again at difficulty of 7.
You might have quintessence to spend. Too.
Oh, I keep forgetting about quintessence.
You can do that again at difficulty of 8.
I'm gonna spend 2 to lower it back to 6.
Okay.
Do it.
2 successes, thank God.
All
There,
right.
got it.
So, yep, get through the loop-de-loop without a problem. No negative there for you.
I like to think that you're like panicking, finishing. Well, Tycho's just like, it's getting closer. I need to know where I'm supposed to hit this at. It's getting closer.
I need it now! Oh!
And then fail it.
So that's enough successes for that. So the iteration X gets through this without any problems. Next up is the Major Bets. Major Bets is through that without a problem as long as they can make this Arate roll. They made the Arate roll with 1 success. And then Racing X surprisingly does very well. And they get Arate roll. That's very successful as well. So, no changes. Everybody gets through the loop-de-loop without a problem. Next up is number 4 is just a straightaway. Straightaway is drive plus stamina.
Punch it.
Iteration X actually, or I'll let because Macarials are in first, so you can go ahead and roll first.
Okay, so
Still duck into the car to improve efficiency.
Still 10 dice. What was the difficulty again?
Difficulty will be 6.
That's still positive.
1, 2, 3, 2.
Still
It is a
2.
2.
Okay, so that will put you at 13. Cyborgs get a nice little run here now, and they will have -1 though because they do not have as much stamina as they do dexterity bumped right now.
I think they also got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's-
minus
They did.
That's 2 successes. All right, so that puts them at 10. So still behind you, but behind by 3 points right now.
If they're too close, we got to get further away.
Damn,
I
that
still
was
got-
that was the chance they really needed right there, and
Yeah.
it just didn't pan out for them.
I'm trying to not use my quintessence and my remaining 2 points of willpower. Hey guys, we shouldn't have gotten into so many shenanigans last night.
3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Major Bets gets 6 out of that.
I'm sorry, was my kidnapping not conducive to your plans?
I forgot about willpower last night. That I feel great.
The kidnapping wouldn't have happened if we
No
hadn't
shit.
done some of the other stuff, I guess is my
That's
point.
true. That's true.
We pressed the situation. Let's admit it.
I'd have it
But we
no
also
other way.
stopped the floor from being bombed out.
Oh, I had a adrenaline rush after that. I was just like, oh yes, give me more.
Got 3.
Bombs? Going off? Yeah!
Oh, I've never been so close to dying. Like the dude could have killed himself and then or hit a button. We didn't know was going to set those things off. As we're in the
Wait.
straightaway.
Are
So-
some of these pansy asses passing us? Look at these rolls.
No.
They didn't get it. No,
So
they-
in the
oh.
end, what we have here is Macarials are at 13 points in first place. Behind them is Cyborgs coming in at 10 points, so they're just right behind. Racing X is actually catching up here, and I messed up some rules here, so I had to fix some things real quick. But Racing X is out now at 9 and caught up to the Cyborgs in that straightaway
Wow.
there. And the Major Bets is coming up in last place at 6 points currently.
All right, well, hopefully we screwed with their prediction schemes a little bit.
All right, and then we've got next up is the sensors with the phased track. So this is a technology plus perception roll.
Oh, that was difficulty 6, accidentally. So that's really only 2 successes.
All right, so 2 successes is enough though in order to phase properly. And then you just need to do an Arete roll, difficulty of 7.
Whoa! Oh man.
They upped the difficulty on this run.
Oh shit.
You can use quiescence to lower the difficulty. Oh, and you got 2 successes, so actually that will be already down by 2. So it's difficulty 5.
Okay.
Base 7, sorry. One, that's all that you need though.
Sure.
And so you are able to phase modulate the car so that it can match up with the road and keep you going. Next up is iteration X.
Yeah, hope they fall through the fucking road.
So the cyborgs get 1.
I want to sabotage the road so bad.
I
4
know, me too,
successes.
but we can't do it. We're that would be suicide right now. No, we can
Yeah, at
just-
least not while we're in first.
yeah. We're in last. Yeah, we might as well try something. But...
All right, they phase without any problems.
Of course, safe. Yep.
Next up is the Racing X.
We may be in first now, but have you heard of the blue shell?
Racing X gets 1 success, so they can do their Arte roll at difficulty 7. And they get 1 success, so they are good. And then the next up is Major Bets. So they have a much smaller dice pool. They get 1, 2, 3, no, yeah, 4 successes on that. So that brings their difficulty down to 4. And they have an Arte of 3. And they phase without a problem. No issues on phasing through or phasing with the track on that.
Bunch of nerds.
Next up is the gunner. The turret is going to rain down onto you. Destroy
Oh,
it
you haven't done
before
this
it
one yet.
can.
Shit.
We have not. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty on this is 6 because it is a little bit better entrenched so that it is harder to hit, and it has a total of 6 hit points. And it can hit you from anywhere in the track. So from here on out, that turret will be shooting at you if you don't destroy it.
And we each have our own, similar to before?
Yep.
Okay.
So 6
And
hit
then
points.
I am going to...
I am not sure if this is the right idea, but maybe split the dice pool.
Yeah, you could do more than one shot if you want. This vehicle can shoot 3 times in one turn, maximum.
I
The only problem
blowing
is
the
it.
shit out of stuff so far.
If you spend a quiescence, does that drop the difficulty for the entire turn, or is it only per dice roll?
Per dice roll.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of overcharged. I want to get rid of a couple of these. I want to shoot twice out of 5, spending two quiescence.
Yeah. Is there a drive roll for this this part?
Thought so.
First one.
No, only to dodge.
Second one.
Okay.
That is, I spent 2 quiescence to get it down to a difficulty 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 and 6.
I think that's 13 and 15 damage dice.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. So yes,
So
I do get a
the
soak of
first-
5 on this, but I have 6.
Oh shit.
Hey, I had to I got to try to get ours out of the way and hope that, maybe I should, we'll see what happens here. All right, there's 4 on the 13. That is a bummer. That should be the correct. And 15 for the second shot. Yeah. The 10s would make them
5
5
damage.
and 5. Yeah. So a total of 10 damage,
1, 2,
but 5 each turn.
4.
Oh, that's a
So
lot of 10.
that's a soak in, soaking all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, soaking all of it. So you line up good shots, but the armor just is able to absorb all of that hit from both shots.
Terrifying.
Hey. Maybe the major bets will help us out.
Well, now it gets to shoot back at you. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to dodge now.
All right, rolling for an attack.
This could go real bad.
1, 2, 3, 4 to hit, and you will take a -1 for having to dodge. Oh, that means that these guys should each have a -1 for the drones.
So it's the Dex plus Drive
Dex plus Drive. Yep.
difficulty.
Difficulty of 6.
Ooh.
All right, so you
Feels good.
dodge, no problem. But you'll take a -1 for your dodge here. Cyborgs is up. Cyborg will try and hit the turret. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to hit, so 14 dice of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they only get 5 too. And it's enough to almost kill it. It's got 6 hit points, I said. Yep, 6 hit points. So
Oh, it's got a soak roll though.
it already did. Its
That-
soak roll failed.
Oh, okay.
Completely. So that was bad.
So,
So you have
is there there's a
full turret.
big turret for every team?
Yep.
Yeah, the color coded the same way the drones are.
Yep.
Oh, that's what it is. Instead of shooting ours, we always shoot the syndicate ones. And so they get disqualified because they get accused of like fucking rigging it or something. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid idea.
Quick question: do you get your soak roll twice in one round? Don't you have to split it if you use it on more than one attack?
What's that?
They just rolled 5 dice of soak damage twice in one round. Is what I was wondering.
Every time that you do a damage roll, there's a soak roll. Yep. So if you get shot 5 times, you get 5 soak rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
soak
about that. I would definitely appreciate that in the future. So never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
I would like to be able to soak a bunch of damage. Yes,
Yeah.
it does make the splitting of dice a little bit weaker because there's 2 soak rolls, instead of 1 soak roll that they get for it. But you do get twice as much damage, technically, give or take.
Yeah, both of those dice rolls were.
All right, so they need to dodge. And so it got 2 to hit, and they got 2 successes to dodge. So they do dodge. All right, Racing X has a turret that they need to destroy. Racing X is firing. Racing X gets 2 successes, so they get 11 dice for their damage. They get 1, 2, 3, 2 out of that. So they get 4. And their turret is full then. Alright, turret is going to fire at them. They are going to dodge. Turret does 2 successes. They got 2 successes to dodge. So that is a dodge on their part, but they go down to 7. And Major Bets is the last one to take a shot. Oh, yes, they'd get 1 more then. They fail to hit it. Turret fires back. And they don't need to dodge it because the turret doesn't know how to hit properly, but they still have a full turret, and they go down 1. All right, so at the end of this round, Macarials are at 12, Cyborgs at 9, Racing X at 7, Major Bets at 4. We will do another round, and at the top of this round, we're going to have the Gunners go to see if they can destroy their turrets that they have. So Macarials, you have a full turret.
Are we on 7 now?
We will be getting to 7. We are technically on 7, yes. So it is a stamina plus dex.
And is there? We're gonna be getting further away from it. I imagine it's gonna be getting more difficult to hit. So I'm gonna just not split my dice pool and try to get a good shot on target.
Yes, the farther away, it will get harder to hit.
What
Can
is the
I?
current difficulty?
Current difficulty is 6, though. It has not gone up yet.
Can I slow down and sacrifice points in our position in order to lower his difficulty?
Yes, I will allow you to do that as well.
You can, but let's do that when it becomes a problem in late game. Let's get it once the difficulty's at like 8s and 9s.
Will we be out of range of this thing at some point?
Nope, it can hit you at every single shot. So
Right. Assume that also means I can hit it. It's just we're getting slowly further away.
Yes.
But here's my single attack. I'm going to spend one quiescence and.
Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice 2 points.
No, it's too early for that. It is too.
Yeah, chill out. He's good.
There's a lot of
You win
stuff that's going
first.
to happen yet. We might need all of these, and
This is the best chance that we have of
We're
hitting the
highly
shot other than
stacked
the last
against.
one.
Our dice pool is significantly lower than everyone else's, or at least
No, it's not.
It is against the cyborgs because they have a dice pool of 10. We have 6.
No, my dice pool for drive is 10, and Fincross Malakai has a dice pool of 10 for his shooting.
It's true. Let me just, before you start sacrificing our lead, you press hard, and I'm going to burn my extra quiescence that I got stored up.
Okay, so
and,
as we're going away from the turret, I'm like, you want me to slow down so you can shoot it better?
Fuck no. Hit the gas harder, you son of a bitch, as I pull the trigger. With
5 successes.
5.
So 14 dice of damage.
Okay. Well, see, that's worse than the second shot last time.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total damage against 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Ooh, I
so,
got 1. I got. I'm making headway, guys. I'm making headway. Let me tell you. As I line up the next shot.
All right. So, next is going to be a dodge action on the part of the Macarials.
This.
And the turret is firing.
All right.
Turret gets 3 successes to hit.
DP mod is 4. Difficulty 6. I think that did it.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 successes. And then I believe I also have to make a stamina drive.
Yes, stamina drive, and this is for points this time.
Yeah, it's the same roll, so still difficulty 6?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I have to hit it again. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Nice.
7.
Oh. 6, 7.
7.
Yeah, 7.
So you, even with your -1, went down to 11. Now you're up to 17. So cyborgs need to take their shot. So cyborgs are going to shoot the turret. They get,
I swear to God, if I
1
have
success to hit.
dodging this goddamn turret.
And they get 0 damage. The turret is going to fire at them and misses. Next is Racing X has a turret that they need to try and destroy. That is a 1 success on to hit. They got 1, 2 damage. And it soaks 3, so it doesn't take anything away. Nope. Oh, I should do. Well, I'm gonna do all the turrets real quick. So cyborgs go down to 8. The racing goes down to 6. As the turret fires at them, turret gets 1 success to hit, and the turret is, or the driver is dodging. Driver dodges. And then Racing Bets has their one that they need to take, so they get their -1. So they're going to try and shoot it. They get 2 successes to hit. They are going to roll 10, 11 dice of damage. Oh, that fucking extra 1 didn't help. to hurt.
3. It's like
3.
3.
3 damage. And it soaks 2 of that, so it takes 1. And then Major Bats is the last one, so they get a really small dice pool to hit. And they succeed
Should be using
fairly
my
well.
time.
1,
90s
2,
piece quote.
3, 4, 5 successes to hit, so 14 dice of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 damage. Jesus Christ, man. It's like if I roll 10 dice, 5 dice is beating 10 dice, like consistently here. So that's 2 successes. And this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So it takes 1 damage. Alright, so now it needs to make a stamina for cyborgs. We'll make their stamina drive. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes on that. Up to 12. No, 14. So Macariel's in first at 17 so far. Cyborgs have 14. Racing X is going to do their stamina check here. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So they come out with 9. And then Major Bets is going to drive here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that brings them up to 8. All right, so in the end of that little round here, we've got Major Mercurials at 17, Cyborgs at 14, Racing X at 9, Major Bets at 8. All right, next up is sensors. You have boosting pads that you're going to need to, so this counts for points here.
I hit it this time.
Just do a technology. I'm not going to do any ret roll for this. It's just going to be technology plus
It's probably better.
perception or wits, whichever.
Do we have any more sensor stuff coming up? You might want to spend some quints.
The walls and the blockades.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty will be 8 for the boost pads.
I am gonna spend 1 quint.
That's the new slang we use because we're cool.
We got some slang going on. I'm
So
just happy to be in
difficulty
the industry.
7. And oh my god.
Hey, no.
One success.
Yeah.
Success. That's all that you needed. All right. So, you
Need to spend those quints.
get up
Oh
to
man, that saved you completely.
18.
Yeah.
All right. So, and actually to cut down on time because it's taking too much time, the turrets are no longer in play. I was going to have them continue to shoot at you guys, but it takes up way too much time
Drones
to do.
follow. The turrets, they lose range eventually.
Yeah, now they're out of range. They might pop up.
There
again.
you go.
Just
No,
to blow
I
somebody up.
demand a part 5.
Just to finish out the race, and then we can, it'll only be a 30-minute episode, the very last leg of the race. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no, we'll keep going without the. It does make sense though that like at a certain point that turret can't hit you.
Can I at least can I at least think that I shot it?
2 successes.
It's a few more turns until we need a shooter again, right? I think you can keep shooting it.
Keep taking pot shots.
Yeah, I can say that I can say that you definitely continued shooting it and blew it up. That's I'm fine with that. That all of you did that, or well, just you probably, and cyborgs. The racers got out of the way. What a range. Anyways, let's do racing.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff left. Let's do it.
Let's keep doing it. Let's do it.
They got 2 successes as well. And Major Bets got the one success that they needed. All right, so for after the boost pads, we have Macarials at 18, the Cyborgs at 16, the Racing X at 11, and Major Bets at 9. So after boost pads comes the jump. Navigator, I need you to make a technology plus. I believe for this one you were doing actually something a little bit different. You were doing investigation plus wits. Do the carrier, the other guys real quick here. And this is difficulty 8. You need at least one success. So that's one success on their part. Two successes on their part. And 2 successes on their part. All right, so everybody's made the jump. So just go ahead and do wits plus investigation.
Phaedra, are you awake?
Yep. Sorry, I'm in the process of getting ready for work soon. You said wits and investigation?
Yep.
Difficulty 8?
Yep.
Phaedra, we're about to go off the jump. Phaedra, wait!
Like I'm playing a video game where I'm getting ready for work.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's a botch.
That's a botch and
Willpower?
technically you
Can I
are using
spend-
you can spend a willpower to negate the botch. Because this is magic that you're technically doing right now. Or quote unquote advanced science.
I'll have to roll for a destiny point.
In order to
sure
keep
I'm
going?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll for destiny.
And that is
Just
roll
destiny. Yep, just destiny difficulty 6.
I'm literally sitting here with my
I
hand
know,
over
right?
my mouth
Me
going,
too.
My...
Oh,
Oh my god!
oh,
Ah.
why is the inside of this car covered in blood now? Who exploded?
So
Phaedra didn't explode though, right?
so technically you just go to 0 on your on your or because you didn't get your or you didn't get willpower back, so you spent your last willpower and you pass out, right?
Yep.
You also botched a destiny roll.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have a little bit of consequences here. We're coming up on the end of the night anyways. This is we unfortunately do have more of the race to do, but that's not going to happen now. Because Phaedra, you hulk out, and the car kind of rips apart as you guys are driving, and you're able to contain it pretty quickly again, right as you guys are in the middle of your jump, basically, and you guys are now falling down into the city. Anything that you guys want to do as you're falling?
Activate flight thing.
Hey, Sosie, remember me, baby? I need your help. Hey, you guys. You got any quintessence left?
Fuck
I
yes,
have
I do.
plenty.
I will give her all of it.
And I channel my quintessence into Sosie, and the Iteration X car explodes as a 1950s era muscle car. Like, shrapnel explodes in all directions, and we are encased in a flying
Oh no.
muscle car.
We got
We're
disqualified.
disqualified.
However, you did win the race. You are disqualified, but we're not going to do all the rolls and stuff. But you went on and just kicked ass. There's just like a quick montage of you guys like flying through the walls, like phasing through that, just blowing up the drones as they appear. There's like one more turret I think you guys have to blow up as well. And just kind of like making it through all of those areas without any kind of issue. But in the end, they're like, "Yep, you're disqualified," and they don't really realize that Phaedra hulked out, especially with the way that you guys kind of saved it. It almost made it look like you guys basically blew up the prototype car and created this new car out of it, and won the race with it. And they're like, "But you didn't win with our car." That's not.
This is just like the end of Will Ferrell's wonderful movie Eurovision. I highly recommend it. It's just a fun movie.
We're so fucked.
You know what, you guys just traditionally, like the Void Engineers do, got disqualified.
High fives all around.
I'm glad that-
Like a stylistic fashion, you gotta admit. Like we just won up to their car after exploding it in midair.
Yep.
Yep. I gotta go to the lab. Make sure shit like that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, we're gonna want to get. Wait, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. After I cross the finish line, I just fly over the ship.
Yeah.
We'll come back later to like hang out with some of the other contestants.
So that
But
bet that we
Phaedra-
placed was the bet on who comes in first or who wins.
Yeah, I was wondering about this.
Oh.
The semantics of that.
Semantic.
Did we win?
You did not win. You were
We did,
disqualified.
But did
but
we?
we did come in
win?
first.
You came in first, technically, but you know what? I'll give it to you.
Oh, I see.
I'll give it to you. Actually, the syndicate will be like, you know what? Just like the Void Engineers that you are, you won the race by cheating. You came in first by cheating, but technically that was what the bet was for.
Hey, we helped your dudes, although they haven't covered, but we did try to.
We didn't get the 100 task.
I like how you
Get 20.
cheated well. Technically, it
funny.
looks like you cheated well in first. You guys were in first place, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
we
this,
were in
man!
first
All right, we got to
place,
show off our car."
I'm gonna bring it up again. The classic Dick Dastardly move from Wacky Races. The one time that he was like gonna win legitimately, he cheated anyway and ended up losing.
Said, fuck it.
Oh, that's
Sounds
so
like
funny.
something my father would do.
Ooh.
I'm happy to give you guys the opportunity, seeing as you try to cheat the entire time anyway.
Considering how many ways we could have got fucked on this trip, I think we came out of this way better off than we deserved to.
Yeah, 20 points of TAS. Upholding the Void Engineer reputation of insanity during the
The
race.
MIB isn't investigating us.
You got a
Yeah,
vampire
that's a good one.
that you're stashed
We
on
have a
your.
fucking
Also-
vampire.
There's some bonuses there that
Yep.
are happening.
I mean, I will admit that's probably why I was distracted this entire race. Thinking of all the wonderful equations I get to plug in.
Yeah,
And
Phaedra's
Brent.
just like, I don't really care about this race at all. I just want to get back to my vampire. But I'm with my team. I'm gonna do my team stuff. But I want my vampire.
That was the best story subsequent botch yet. I say yet because the best is yet to come.
I do love some botches, man. I do like it when we roll a bunch because there's gonna be a botch. One.
Did that wipe out her paradox?
Oh no, I wiped out my paradox last time. That's why
Yeah,
vicissitude.
this was a destiny botch.
Oh,
So
And honestly,
Yeah, two
it's-
botches in a row is impressive as well.
It's really nice when the dice are very specific about how they feel about these particular events. When it's just, all right, let me roll one more just to see. Oh, it
like,
came up
no!
with one.
Oh, and technically, Phaedra did pass out, like, because she didn't botch the magic roll, she botched the destiny roll, so she immediately passes out after she hulks. So normally you would just fall, pass out. She, because she botched it, hulked out for a second, and then, which she can't technically do on her own. She doesn't have that. That's level 4 of vicissitude. She only has level 1. So, but shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I aim to please the universe, apparently.
Yes, we all do.
All right, I think that we are coming up at the 10 o'clock here. I know Phaedra does have to work, so we'll go ahead and wrap it on up here. Thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for playing Frozen Fallout. Peacing out.
This is Moto Rory. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, peeps.
We got to work on this part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should probably coordinate who goes when.
I know. I think we should just say all bye together.
Just
Oh
say
yeah, we
bye.
should bye.
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 No.